next part. Differentiation. Find the gradient of curves. Gradient of curves is defined as gradient of tangent to the curve. Okay? Gradient of tangent to the curve. For example, A, find the gradient of the curve at x equals 2. Anyone? Yep. We got 3 methods. Or we can say, yeah, 3 methods. What's the gradient? Lawrence, this gradient should be here. The gradient of the tangent to the curve. Not the yellow one. Not this one. Not this yellow one. This orange yellow one, the gradient is 4. But we need the gradient of the green line. The gradient of the green line. Okay? Okay? Hey, how we do the gradient? Jesse correct. Because in our year 11 group, we learned the gradient. Oh yeah, Kenji correct. Jesse correct. If you remember some knowledge from last year on, this is called the differentiation. To find the gradient, dy dx is called the derivative. But if you use a formula, check on if y equals xn, the gradient of the curve is called dy dx, n xn minus 1. So from last year, if you know this formula, just equals 3x squared. And x equals 2. 12. Tianqi correct, Matthew correct, JC correct. Okay, if you know the formula. But for us, we need to prove the formula. Okay, what's the other method? The other method, we just sketch it, sketch an accurate graph and use rise over run. Just the gradient, changing y over changing x, using graph. Yeah, that's method 1, method 2, method 3. What's method 3? What's method 3? We choose 2 points on the curve. Yes, Jesse still remember. We have 1 point, 2, 8. You choose a point on the curve very close to P. Very close to P. Like here, you choose this 2 point. This 2 point, if you connect it, but almost same as the gradient of the tangent. So in this case, what's the gradient of PQ? If 2.001, x equals y just x cubed. Everybody try to work out using calculator. Everybody try to work out using calculator. You got 12.000 something. Hey, we know 12. 12. Yes. So the answer is same. Okay. Okay. Hey, why we have this formula? We proved before. Today we try again. IB in the syllabus, very clear. You didn't know how to prove the formula like this. Cambridge, NCEA level 3 probably need. Okay. So we have the curve here. The curve. Point P. P just x cubed. We find a point Q. Very close to P. You can pretend this H just 0.0001. Okay, that's called Q. Now, what's the gradient of PQ? Gradient of curve just equals gradient of PQ. Hey, did we post this one too? Yeah, we posted. What does TH mean? Oh, that's plus H. Plus H. You add a little bit on X value. 有 this gradient of PQ change in Y over change in X. Everybody try to simplify it. Simplify. Simplify, we got two ways. You can either expand or factorize. Yes, x plus h very tiny. So x plus h is just a little bit bigger or less than x. Because x plus h could be negative. Okay. If you try expand it, of course you can memorize this formula. If you use this formula, I'll just expand it. Both okay. Right? I didn't show much working on, but after expanded and simplify, I'll just copy some answer from Tianqi. But we choose h very, very tiny, like 0.00001. H almost 0. Or h approaches 0. This part approaches 0. So the whole thing, 3x squared. That's why curve y curve equation, the gradient of the curve is called the derivative. Symbol y dash, not to the power 1 or dy dx 3x squared. That's the idea. Okay. Guys, got it? You can check the textbook I upload for differentiation and also revising trig the question we did. Next week we continue differentiation. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Sam.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Sam.
Sam.
Okay, bye.